there's two types of pitch. To me, there's two types of pitchers, right? There's I have to pitch with moxie and guile, and I have to understand the art of pitching. And then there's guys that I just have blow away stuff, right? Like just some guys just have blow away movement on their fastball and have some sort of a secondary pitch. And Skeens is one of those. I mean, but Skeens has got the full package. I mean, that's why he's so highly rated. Think of someone like Brian Wilson, right? He's basically a fastball guy, and he's just gonna. I'm just gonna try to pump fastballs through you, and every now and then I'm gonna throw.
His scouting report to NLCS. Tim McCarver's breaking it down when they're playing Philly Game 6, the final game. Go back and look at it.
I mean, he's very.
His scouting report. They said fastball. Pitches on guts.
That's what I'm saying.
And I thought when I saw that scouting report, I'm like, oh gosh, they're going to lose in Philadelphia Game 6. This is going 7. They're going to lose in 7. That's what I thought. I was like, boy, you can't beat this team off guts.
But part of being an old school, because like to me, Harrison's got a very old school vibe to him, and I like him. I want him in my rotation. I think he's filthy. Like what he should be doing is he has the potential to be filthy. Let me make sure that's clear. If you look at like the Cliff Lees and you look at the Tom Glavins, I'm talking about the elite lefties of all time, like over the last however long. I'll even throw like, Madison Bumgarner for a time in there. You have to understand how to command the zone, to your point, being around the zone to get some of those borderline strikes. You have to keep people off timing. You're not going to throw the Carlos Rodon 99-mile-per-hour fastball. That's not in his game. That's not in his game at all. He's got to be able to get those secondary and third pitches over for strikes. And to me, it's a work in progress currently. He's just not there. Andy Pettitte, I feel like, is one of the all-time guile lefties. Mark Mulder's another one. I don't want to sleep on him. Like, these are guys that he should be studying on how they approached attacking hitters and incorporate that into his game. But he's still 22.
Mike Hampton, a lefty?
Yeah, Mike Hampton was a lefty.
John Lester, guys.
John Lester.
I see
Johnny had a better... Yeah. I think fastball.
His fastball was elite.
Yeah.
And he had a little slider. But when I see Harrison, I see a lot of Johnny Lester.
Okay.
With the fastball. He was so...
It's interesting.
His fastball was everything to John Lester, it felt like. And then the slide, and he tried to hit the corners and tried to paint on the corners. I don't see much painting from Kyle Harrison right now. And then they got to Bryce Harper there. As we had the benches clear yesterday because Bryce... 8 years... What was it? 8 years to the day?
Damn,
and he got hit... Was it 8 or 9 years to the day where he got hit by Hunter Strickland?
I think it was 7 years to the day of the Strickland-Harper fight, yeah.
And then Mike Morse ended his career running into Samars. It was wild there.
All the hair that was in that scrum.
So Harrison goes up and in Bryce Harper, and Harper takes offense to it. He's like, throw it over the freaking plate. Throw it over the plate. Stares at Harrison. Then Harrison throws up and in again, which I'm not mad at. But I'm also not mad at Bryce Harper because he's been hit in the wrist, maybe in the face. It's not fun. Ask John Carlos Stanton about that. I mean, you're playing with a guy's career.
Mark DeRosa's career ended with a broken wrist on a pitch.
I say Kirby Puckett's career ended by getting hit in the eye by Dennis Martinez, the great Kirby Puckett.
El
Never
Presidente.
Saw him again. Never saw him again.
You didn't know that nickname?
El Presidente, Dennis Martinez.
Dude, Dennis Martinez was so sick.
He was sick, but he ended Kirby Puckett's career with a pitch to the face. So I get why Harper was a little ticked off. But after the game, he said he really wasn't that mad.
I wasn't really that mad. I just throw the ball in the plate.
Asked if he cleared the hair with Harrison.
He didn't mean to. Fingers in.
Wait, clear the air? Did you clear the air?
He didn't mean to. Fingers in.
He didn't mean to. Sinkers in.
So the first at bat, Harper, I believe, struck out. And then he goes into the dugout and proceeds to hack up the bat and the whole bat rack area with the helmets and stuff. And it's like, number one, we love that visual, but a helmet could go flying over and knock somebody out, whatever.
He went crazy. But here's what he said, though, about getting hit in the face real quick, Kasky.
You get in the face, man. It's not fun. So, it's bad.
I'm with him on that one. Your season could be ended on an up and in pitch. But the other part of this is, I love it from Harrison because you can't back down from these guys.
No, you can't.
You just can't. As a young player, you've got to be willing to throw up and in. Pedro Martinez talks about this all the time.
You to do the legal.
If you're not willing to throw inside, you will not succeed in baseball. Period. Yeah, you have to scare people a little.
That's what Roger Clemens said. Throw a little cheese
he called
up there.
The Texas necktie.
The Texas necktie. Roger Clemens.
He was one of my favorites. Nolan Ryan too.
Dude, Roger Clemens. The fact that you talk about a guy just coming back. I'll never forget the image of him going to the University of Kentucky to throw BP in his full-out Yankees gear.
Yeah.
Like, the guy was a psychopath.
Bonte, at 50 years old, I'm convinced, when he was 50, that I'm convinced he could win you 15 games.
Yeah, he was insane, dude.
He's one of the greatest pitchers the game has ever seen.
He was so
and
good.
People could say all they want about roids.
Right.
His splitter was devastating.
Dude, I can't believe how good he was in that Jeter doc.
He's the best.
He stole the show.
He looked like a crime boss.
Yeah, dude, he did. With the hat on. He's just insane. But here's Bryce Harper.
He also put on a ton of weight.
He did. Here's Bryce Harper about to being asked about the Tippers flaring.
I don't want to get in the face again. That's about it. Just don't want to get in the face.
Can barely hear it, but hey, said the 10% flare as you're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM in HD1 San Francisco and Odyssey Sports Station, always live on the free Odyssey app. Don't forget, you can also watch us every single day on our YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter streams powered by First NorCal Credit Union. Upgrade your savings dividend. Open a First NorCal First Class Money Market today.
What I loved about the whole sequence was Kirk Casale, a veteran, getting in between them and protecting the young guy, like getting in there. And then Matty Williams, the Marine, pushing people. And Pat Burrell apparently gave a good shove to somebody.
I feel like Charles Barkley right now. They're not fighters. They're lovers. They're not fighters.
You didn't think nobody wanted to fight?
No, nobody wanted to fight. Nobody ever wants to fight.
I will say.
Only in hockey they want to fight.
Chase Utley, Jonathan Sanchez came to mind. Bryce Harper with the Nationals came to mind. But it wasn't even close to that.
It wasn't close at all. It wasn't close at all.